Hey, Master University. And this week, I'm going to talk about how you can discover streaming payments inside your dApps with Sablier Finance, okay, or Sablier. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it here. A couple different pronunciations out there. We'll go with Sablier. How about that? But anyways, Sablier is a streaming protocol for payments, and it's a really cool piece that you want to add to your tool belt as a blockchain developer. So I'm going to talk about in this video how it works and how you can write code with Sablier in your own projects. So before we do that, quick note of housekeeping. Don't forget the Chainlink Masterclass is going to be on Wednesday, December 16th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. So mark your calendars. I'm super excited for this. Again, this is another opportunity to earn passive income as a blockchain developer by becoming a Chainlink validator. This is something that I've gone through myself and focusing on. And so I want to take you over the shoulder, show you how I did that, and show you how you can do the same thing. So again, mark your calendars for Wednesday, December 16th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Again, it's going to be a live event where you can show up and ask questions. And don't worry if you can't make it on time or if you're watching this video later. As always, you're going to have access to this in the video vault. And you got access to this masterclass, this live session for being a part of this program. So super excited for this. This would be a great thing for you to look forward to before the holidays and something, if you want an extra project to work on over the holidays and you got some downtime, this is the perfect thing. Okay. So let's get back to Sablier. So Sablier is a protocol for real-time finance. And this is something that is critical for real-world blockchain use cases, because think about how many services out there where you're automatically billed or you pay based on metered usage or something like that. Think about like payroll, for example. So let's say you're an employee, right? And you get paid in cryptocurrency. Okay. Let's say you get, let's say your salary is $5,000 per month. All right. And you want to receive this, in regular payments. Let's just say for simple example purposes that you're paid once per month. Okay. Well, this is a protocol where you can get paid in cryptocurrency this exact amount on schedule every single month. Okay? There's lots of different things you can do with this, but this is a really common use case. Okay. So let's say you want to get paid in DAI, for example. Stable cryptocurrency's price doesn't change. Basically, one DAI equals about $1 US. Okay. So basically, this is a protocol that will allow you to pay somebody, $5,000 in DAI every single month, straight on the blockchain. And again, there's lots of other stuff you can do with Sablier, but this is kind of a common use case that we're going to focus on today because that's what we talk about on their website. I want to show you how you can do it through their app, but also with your own code. So let's just start by going to their website. So you can take a look at their app that you can use on the front end that regular users have access to. This will give you a good illustration of how it works before we jump into the code. Okay. So you can go to sablier.finance. I'll put a link to this down in the description here. So you can launch their app by visiting this homepage and going use the app now. And once this loads, I'm going to connect to MetaMask with the Kovan network. So you need to have MetaMask installed in order to use this. If you don't, you can just go to the Google Chrome Web Store and search for MetaMask. This is a mobile Ethereum, it's a desktop browser extension that turns your web browser into a blockchain browser. Okay. You need this in order to use blockchain-based applications. So I've connected with MetaMask. I'll give you an account for free, and I've connected to the Kovan test network. So this is it's not the real Ethereum network. It's a test network where I can spend money, not worry about losing it. All right. So I'll click stream money. So basically you can say testnet DAI, all right? And then you can say how much do you want to stream in total. Let's just do one DAI for now. So this won't be the full salary like in this example. We'll just say we want to send somebody $1 per month, okay? And then you can give them their address. So I'll just copy my address here, put it in here, and then how long do you want the money to be streamed, okay? So you can do it on different intervals. I mean, you can do it on small intervals like 1 day. You can do it 1 day and 1 hour. You can do it just every hour without any days. You can do it every minute, all right? So there's lots of different combinations that you can come up with here. You can theorize different use cases on how you might want to do this. So you just click create stream. Of course, I can't do it because I don't have any testnet DAI in my wallet at the moment. Now let's click buy some DAI. I'll just get this for now. I think you get the idea just by watching this. We're going to see all this in the code here in a minute anyway. I don't need to walk through all this example in the UI. But basically, you can create the stream like this, and when you're finished, you'll get a success page that will show you how this is going to take place, and you can observe the stream that way. So that's an idea of what the user-facing application would look like. And now I'm going to show you how to write the code to do this inside your own project. So now let's jump into some code, okay? So there's a link down below where you can download a zip file of this code solution. So I'm going to show you how to set it up, show you how it works, so you can integrate Sablier into your own projects, okay? So make sure you open this in your terminal, all right? You'll, of course, need Node.js installed, and also Truffle. So we can just use Node-v. So I'm using Node version 10.16.3 and then Truffle version. I'm also using Truffle, let's see here, let's see what it says, version 5.1.39, okay? So once you download this code, make sure you're on npm install to install your packages. All right, I've already done this step. So I'm going to skip it for now. Make sure you do that, all right? And then next, of course, make sure you have an Ethereum wallet with MetaMask installed. And then you're also going to want to set up the Kovan, you need some Ether in your account. So again, we're using the Kovan test network. So you can just do the Kovan faucet, okay? I'll put a link down to the description below. So you can get some, test Ether. Basically, you can go to this link down here and then log in with your GitHub account, and you can request some test Ether that way. All right, if you have any trouble, you can just reach out in the chat room. Somebody can help you get some Kovan test Ether if you can't do this step, okay? So I'll put a link to this in the description as well. All right. So make sure you have all that set up before you get started. Sorry, I'm making myself a note here to put this faucet in the description, but I don't do it now, I'll forget. All right. So let's talk about what we're going to do with Sablier. Okay, so here's the documentation. I'll put a link down to this as well so you can follow along. So Sablier works with streams. So that's the whole idea, or streaming payments. So instead of having to make a transaction manually every time you send somebody money, this would require somebody to authorize you to send your paycheck once per month. So you actually have to go in and sign this transaction to send it to you. Well, Sablier allows you to set up a stream where this can happen automatically. Okay, that's what these streams are for. So you can do streams that regular streams and also compounding streams, where basically you can pay over and over and over again, where they'll compound like CDAI, for example. Okay. So I won't get into that too much in depth. We're going to focus on basic streams here. So you can browse this documentation to read up more on how they work, but there's some main functions that we're going to go over in this tutorial where you can create a stream. All right, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about withdrawing from a stream. So like once you get paid, this would be like creating a stream to pay someone. All right, and then creating the ability to withdraw. So once you receive your paycheck, you can withdraw it that way. You can cancel the stream. So let's say the employee doesn't work there anymore. You can cancel the stream, and then also just some other stuff where you can inspect the stream, read it, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So go ahead and open up your Truffle project in your text editor of choice. I'm using Sublime Text. You can use whatever you like. Take a quick tour of the code here. We've got a truffle-config file that connects our project to the blockchain. So again, we're going to use the Kovan test network here. I've got some configuration for the other networks as well, but we'll use this Kovan for this example. Okay. We also have a .env file here. So this is where we're going to show the secrets for our application. All right. So you're going to want to you're going to need to fill this out with a couple things. The first is going to be your private key from your MetaMask account. So basically, you're going to go to MetaMask and you're going to basically switch to your account here. and you're going to go view account details, and you're going to copy your private key. So I'm going to do this off screen, actually. Actually, I'll do it here in a second. Just make sure you just copy that, and then put it into your .env file. So you create a new one like this, called .env. All right, so this is .env.example. You want to do a real .env file, and I'm going to fill this off screen. You'll basically just copy this, and then put it in here. You're going to fill in your actual private key here. All right, so I'm going to do this off screen, so I want to show mine. Just do it while I'm talking to you. Let's see here, account details, again, so you'll type in your MetaMask password when you do this. Okay, so save your private key, and the next thing you need is an Infura URL. So Infura is Ethereum Node as a Service. This is basically saves you can have your own blockchain node. So just click sign up with Infura if you don't have an account already, and you can basically just get direct access to an Ethereum node. Now it's going to require you to basically get a API key. Sorry, that's what it's called. My brain was not working there for a second. You get an API key that lets you have private access to an Ethereum node. And that's what's going to allow you to get that connection to the blockchain, really, really easily. Okay, so grab your API key from Infura and then put it in your project, and then save it here inside your actual .env file. Again, this is just my example file. You want to open this .env file, copy that data, put it in here, make sure you have your private key, and then add your Infura URL. Okay, because that's getting used here inside your truffle config file. You can see it imports the private keys from .env. So that's what process.env does. It reads it with nodes global variable process .env, and it gets private keys, and then also it gets your Infura API key right here when it builds the connection to your Ethereum node. That's what kovan.infura.io is /v3/your private key. It just interpolates that value in JavaScript inside this line right here. Okay, so that's what you need to connect your project to the blockchain. So let's look at the examples. So we've added these scripts inside of here. The first thing we're going to do is just looking at sending cryptocurrency with the stream. So the first thing we do is get the Sablier API, or ABI, excuse me. This is basically just a big JSON array that describes the smart contract interface for Sablier. Okay. Next we get the address. This is the address of the smart contract on the Ropsten test network. So, and actually a quick pause. So I realized I told you the wrong test network a minute ago. So I said that we were going to do the Kovan test network. You can see that here. All right. So I changed my mind. We're actually going to use the Ropsten test network here. Okay. So that's really easy. I'll put a link to this in the description below. So I'll replace it now so you don't get confused. So you should only see a link to the Ropsten faucet, not the Kovan faucet. Sorry about that. So anyways, you'll just go to the Ropsten faucet, you put your address in here and click send me test ether. And then of course your MetaMask, you can go ahead and swap over to the Ropsten test network and see your balance there. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. My fault. We're going to use the Ropsten test network. So let's go back to the script here. So for send for stream, this is the Sablier address on the Ropsten test network. So sorry for confusion, but that's what we're going to use. Okay. So what we're going to do is basically do this with wrapped ether. So let me explain that. So WETH is an ERC20 version of ether. So ETH is the native cryptocurrency of the Ethereum blockchain, and it doesn't have the additional functionality of an ERC20 token. So ERC20 tokens have some special functionality that allow the cryptocurrency to be spent by other people. Basically, I can say, let's just say I have 1 ether, and I want you to spend it for me. I can't do that natively with ether, so I have to wrap it into an ERC20 token. That's what WETH is. It's a wrapped ether, and that allows me to do things like approve ether to be spent by somebody else. So I'll show you what that looks like. Basically, you can see the ERC20 standard here. I'll put a link to this in the description below as well. This is basically just a standard that describes how blockchain tokens should work. There are multiple functions that it must have. So approve is one of them, all right? And approve is basically saying, hey, I'm going to let this person spend cryptocurrency for me, and this is how much they're allowed to spend. So we can't do that with ether, and that's exactly why we're going to wrap it into WETH in order to follow this tutorial. Okay. So that's why we import WETH here. So we have everything we need. We have Sablier, we have WETH. So this is a script inside of a Truffle project. So what it does is it converts ETH to WETH. It approves Sablier protocol to spend the WETH for us, and then it creates a stream from the sender to the recipient. Okay. So basically, yeah, that's going to work. So this is a script inside Truffle project. We can run this from our command line. I'll show you in a second. So we have this set up here. The accounts will be fetched directly from Web3. So if you want to have 2 accounts, you can import a second one inside your private key here. So in your .env file, of course, this is the example, it's not an actual one. You can add a second private key. So you go to your MetaMask account, change accounts, go to a different account here. Just change accounts, go like this one. All right, export the private key, and then put it in your .env.example file, your .env file after the first private key. So you can do private key 1, private key 2, or you can do it this way. Inside the script, you can just say like, account number 2. Let's see, let's just do this new account. Let's just copy it, and then just hard code it right here. Okay, recipient. Actually, that's not the best way. I'm going to go ahead and export the second account from MetaMask because we're going to need to withdraw. So I'll just go ahead and do that right now on screen. All right, so make sure you do that. So I just did that off screen. I've got both my private keys in here separated by commas inside my .env file, so make sure you do that. All right. So anyways, yeah, don't hard code it. We need it later for withdrawal. So now we have a sender and a recipient. This will be the first account. This needs to be funded. All right, the recipient doesn't necessarily have to be just yet. So what we're going to do is send 1 way, all right, per second. All right. That's how I configure the amount right here. Basically, we get the current time and the start time for the stream and the stop time for the stream. Okay. So that's what we do here. We create the settings. Next, we convert the ETH to WETH. So basically, we just send a transaction to the WETH contract. That's how we convert it. It's pretty easy. And then whenever that's finished, we'll see that log to the console. And then we'll approve Sablier to spend it for us. So that's what the ERC20 approve method comes from. So we give the Sablier address, the amount that we declare here in the settings, all right? And then we'll log that to the console when that's finished. And then next, we actually create the stream like this. So Sablier methods create stream, here's the recipient, the amount, the WETH address, the start time, and the stop time, okay? Let's go ahead and run the script like this. We'll just say truffle, exec, scripts, send, all right? And we'll watch it happen. Actually, sorry, we didn't specify the network, so network, Ropsten, all right? So this will actually run the script live against the Ropsten test network, and we can watch this happen in real time. We can see everything logged to the console as it's happening. Might take a second, so I'll just let the video roll, and we'll observe it happen. All right, there we go. So you can see all the output log of the console. So ETH was converted to WETH. Sablier has been approved to spend the WETH, and then the stream has been created. So here's the stream ID, all right? so we can watch that happen. Okay. All right, everybody. So there's a problem with the video here. My video editor just told me that part of the video file is corrupted. So I'm away from my current recording system, but I'm going to fix this part of the video where it broke. So basically, if we go into the scripts folder, go to this withdraw, that's what I'm going to show you how to do. Was basically, this was an original video. So basically, now you're going to withdraw funds from the stream. So what this does is it accepts the stream ID as an argument. So we have this prompt that you'll see here when you run the script, okay? And then it tells you that you are, watch these steps. Basically, if now is less than the result stop time, then we actually go through this stream and do the withdrawal. And so that final function call is right here. So Sablier methods withdraw from stream. Here's the stream ID, the max withdrawal. And this just make sure that you've met all the required parameters before you do that. And this, of course, is something that you want to add to your application before you did something like that. So all that's wired up for you. You just have to go to your terminal and then do truffle, exec, scripts. Let's see here, withdrawal. .js -- network Robson, and then it'll prompt you for your stream IDs. You'll copy that from the output of the last command. You put it in there, hit enter, and then that should work. Okay, I'm gonna resume the video from here. Now you can go see the transaction here on Etherscan. So you can go MetaMask, copy the ID of your recipient. All right, so that's my second account. Paste it in, right? You get this page, and you can see the transaction hash, and boom, there you go. You can see the payment right there. All right. So that's the basic functionality on how you create a stream, all right, and also how you withdraw from a stream. So I've already added some extra files here for exercises. This is gonna be your homework. Okay, this is how you cancel a stream. So let's say the employee no longer works there anymore. You can set the code up to do this, and then also for a compound stream, which I talked about earlier, where you can do cool stuff with compounding. Okay, so I'll point you to the docs on how you can do that homework assignment. Again, this is in the description down below, but they'll show you exactly how to do that right here with the cancel section, and then also the compounding section. You can read more about that right here. Okay. So hope you like this video. Again, Sablier is a really cool piece of technology that I'm excited about because this solves a real problem that we need for blockchain applications to be really mature. So this is definitely something you're gonna add to your tool belt if you want to become a real world blockchain developer. So again, hope you like this video. Again, mark your calendar for the Chainlink Masterclass on Wednesday, December 16th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. It's gonna be a live event where I show you how to set up a Chainlink validator in the cloud so you can earn passive income. So I'm super excited. Until next time, thanks for watching Blockchain Mastery University.